Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the most gorgeous paradise that I have been to in a while, that is also named after the most gorgeous creatures to walk this earth, which is women. So welcome to the beautiful Isla Mujeres, my friends, the island of women. This is definitely an amazing place to visit in Mexico. It's only a 20-minute ferry ride from Cancun. And if you're like me, who doesn't really like the party and drinking and just like loud noise kind of scene, I would say that overall Isla Mujeres is much more laid back. Most people actually only come here for a day trip, so you will see a lot of people here during midday, but in the mornings and in the evenings it gets much quieter, much more relaxed, and much more my speed. But why I am up so early today is because I will be doing one of the most popular things there are to do here on the island, which is to go snorkeling. These waters are really rich in different marine life. There is the great reef that kind of stretches all the way down the Riviera Maya, which extends up to here. Right now at the end of May, there's supposed to be an abundance of turtles that just laid their eggs and are in the waters here. So that's actually like the main part of the tour that I signed up for, is I really wanted to see sea turtles. So I hope in today's snorkeling tour I will be able to see a lot of them. I'll give you guys a bit of a tour around the island. It's about 10 kilometers long from end to end. You can rent, little golf carts, scooters, or a bike to get around. So I'll show you guys a few different places on the island and hopefully convince you to visit when you come to Mexico. Now there are so many different tour operators on the island here, and obviously out of Cancun as well. So depending on what you want to do, just do your research of, see who has really good reviews, or, ask for recommendations. I decided to go with this company that was recommended to me called Carry Diving. Of course, their focus is usually on scuba diving, and technically I am PADI certified, but it's been a very long time since I went diving. So they also have snorkeling, which is what I'll be doing today. And also, if you are planning to swim with the whale sharks, usually those tours are snorkeling. I think you have to wear a life jacket. You're not allowed to swim underneath them. So yeah, just do your research. But the place that I'm going with today is super well rated, and I really liked the guy who I chatted with yesterday to book the tour. So hopefully things will go well and we will have an amazing time. I don't know what to say, guys. That was one of those experiences where it's like, it was so amazing. Like, I'm so glad I did it. I got to see the turtles, so many of them, up close. Phenomenal, like a dream come true. But on the other hand, I haven't been that seasick in a very long time. I think the only other time that I have been seasick was actually like a decade ago when I was in Australia and I was on a sailboat, went underneath to the bottom part for an hour, and then as soon as I came up, it was like the world was spinning, felt like throwing up. This time I actually did throw up. Like, in a way it was good because it, you know, makes you feel better if you can throw up. So I threw up literally 3 times. And I wasn't the only one. I would say half of the people who were with me also got sick, also threw up. And I especially felt really bad for one guy who had been drinking the night before. You definitely don't want to do that if you are going out into open water the next day. But nevertheless, like I said, I had an amazing time. I don't regret it. I will just be better prepared tomorrow when I plan on going to, you know, see the whale sharks with the same company. Like they did, you know, recommend to me anti-nausea medication, and I thought, no, you know, I don't need that. It's not going to be that bad. But no, like with the whale sharks, it's a good, I think, 50-minute boat ride. Like, you are really going out there to be where they live. So 100% I'm taking that before I get on the boat tomorrow. So now I am back in the town site. I went and had a shower, and I'm actually super hungry right now, but I don't feel like eating any kind of meat, any kind of seafood. Like, my stomach is still, you know, not well. So I found this really good vegan, well, actually no, I think they have meat here too, but it's kind of like a healthy veggie restaurant. So I ordered a veggie pad thai. So I feel like that will be a good thing to kind of, you know, settle my stomach, get some nutrients in me, and then we will continue our exploration of the island. So we are currently in the north of the island, guys. Like, all the main beaches are on the northwestern side of the island. The south is supposed to be nice as well, but the thing to keep in mind is that it really is just resorts on each side of the water with, like, you know, 2 roads going by, a few restaurants, and that's kind of it. So it really depends what you want out of your vacation. Like, if you just want to stay at a resort and relax just in that area, I'd say sure, you can stay in the south. You'll obviously need to take transportation to get to this northern hub if you want to come here. But overall, I think for most people, staying in the north of the island would make more sense if you want, you know, the really nice white sand beaches, lots of restaurants, shops, a lot of the tour operators here, and also the ferries that you take to get to and from Cancun are also just here on the northern island. As far as prices go here in Isla Mujeres, I would say it's probably similar to Cancun, maybe not as expensive as Tulum. If you guys watched that video that I did, the prices are definitely like the highest there that I have seen in Mexico. But Isla Mujeres is definitely, you know, popular with tourists, so you can definitely see that reflected in the prices. I am literally melting. I am almost at my destination, the most southern point of the island, and I just stopped at this, I guess, like water park. It's kind of hard to describe what it is. I see some people kayaking, snorkeling, doing some kind of like, I don't know, obstacle course or something. So I actually didn't know this particular place was here. There are a lot of other attractions on the island. Like there's a lot of kind of, you know, kids sort of stuff with different games and kind of like the amusement park sort of things. There's also a dolphinarium, which, you know, maybe there is a way to do it ethically, but usually I think those SeaWorld type of things aren't the best to support. So, you know, there is that, but I wouldn't really personally go to it. There used to be a turtle sanctuary that I would have gone to because they actually like help them then go into the wild, but sadly that is closed now. But yeah, just to let you guys know, as I'm biking, because the bikes, you know, that they rent here aren't, you know, anything new, they are pretty old school. They only have one speed. It's really hard to get up the hills. You sweat buckets, and it's literally only me and the locals, it seems, who are biking. Basically all the other tourists are like on golf carts and scooters. So of course that's an easier way to get around the island, but also more expensive. And I personally like, you know, getting in the exercise for, you know, my daily numbers. I made it. So happy. I hope it doesn't rain. The weather suddenly kind of took a turn and it's kind of, you know, cloudy and overcast. But why this area is famous, guys, other than being absolutely stunning, is that there are supposed to be some remaining Mayan ruins at the very tip. Now, this also has to do with how Isla Mujeres got its name, because when the Spanish came here in the 16th century, am I going the right way? Yes. When the Spanish came here, they saw all these different sculptures, you know, hieroglyphs of all these different goddesses, all these different women. So, you know, they're very simple, and they named it Isla Mujeres, the island of women. Oh, okay. You have to pay, guys. I didn't realize. I was so into telling the story that yes, you have to pay 30 pesos, about $2, to get it. So don't do what I just did. But anyways, as I was saying, the Spanish came here, saw all these, you know, figures, which, you know, are not these ones, but they saw different figurines, thought they were just regular women. But in fact, in pre-Columbian times, this island was actually a very sacred place to the Mayan goddess Ixchel, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And she was kind of the goddess of love and fertility. So, you know, this was a very sacred place to come to. It is also believed that there was a figure to her at this very southern point of the island, and it almost served as a sort of lighthouse to any incoming ships. I don't think that original sculpture is there anymore from what I can see here, but there are, you know, some buildings that I think are left over and that are actually original. I don't know what to say. Holy moly, this is incredible. Like from the top, it's nice, it's a pretty view, but when you come down here and like walk the paths and the color of the water, oh my gosh. This is definitely one of the most beautiful places that I think I have been to in this whole like Latin America saga of Brazil, Colombia, Mexico. This is definitely one of my favorite places. And of course it is. It's named after the most stunning creatures, as I said in the beginning of the video. This is definitely the island of women. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the next video that I put out, what I'm doing tomorrow, hopefully seeing some whale sharks and living to tell the tale. But after that, I am going back to Canada. It has been basically 6 months since I set off on this journey. Have had an absolutely phenomenal time, but I will say I'm getting tired. I need to, you know, take a bit of a break. So BC will still be, you know, fast-paced sort of filming and touring around, but when I get to Alberta, I will be chilling out for at least a month. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this whole series. It really means a lot to me when you guys say that the places that I show inspire you to go there. So I hope Isla Mujeres has made as much of an impression on you as it has on me. As always, I am sending you guys so much love. I hope you're having a fantastic day and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye guys.